In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply filters from the filter gallery and how to work with smart filters. I'm going to duplicate my layer so we have a couple of images to work off of, and I will hide this first one and edit my layer 0. So the first thing that I want to show you are all of the different filters in the filter gallery. So if you go to the filter menu and go to filter gallery, that's going to open up a new window for you to explore. So you'll probably notice that your image takes some time to load, and that is okay. What you can do is you can go to the plus or minus button down at the bottom, and you can zoom out so you can see the entire image on the screen. Right now, there are a couple of different filters that are already applied to my image. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete one, and I'm going to edit this first one. If you open up each one of these folders, you'll notice that there are a ton of different filters to choose from. Right now, Mosaic Tiles is selected. So what you can do is you can preview some of the different looks of these filters. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Distort. I like the way that looks. And I can come over here to my preferences, and I can adjust the graininess of the image. I can adjust the glow amount, and I can also adjust the clear amount. So these different settings are going to be different for each filter, but you can fine tune each one of these to meet your needs. If you want to add an additional filter on top of what you already have, you can come down to the plus sign to add a new effect layer. That's going to copy the properties from the layer that you just edited, but you'll be able to click on any other filter and continue experimenting. So for example, if I want to add the paint jobs on top of it, I can experiment what it looks like by increasing the brush size. We get more of an artistic look to our image. I can also increase the sharpness, which is going to really highlight more of those individual paint strokes. Feel free to experiment with some of the different brush types down here to see what it does for your image. If you have a large image size, you're going to notice that it might take a little bit longer for your image to load, and that's completely normal. Once you're happy with the way that your final image looks, you can go ahead and say OK, and this is going to apply the filters to your image. This is a permanent change until you go back into the filter gallery and make any adjustments that you need. Another way that we can work with filters is by applying smart filters. So I'm going to hide my layer 0, show my layer 0 copy and unlock it, and make this layer editable. So smart filters are really great because it's going to make impermanent changes to your image, meaning you can go back and you can always edit it. So with your layer 0 copy selected, go to Filter and click on the Convert for Smart Filters option. You're going to get a pop-up saying that the image is going to be converted to a smart object, and you're going to say OK. And now we're able to go ahead and apply different filters. So once this is converted into a smart filter, what you can do is go back up to your filter gallery, and let's go ahead and try to apply a filter from one of these menus. I'm going to apply a blur, and let's try a Gaussian blur. In the Gaussian blur, you can zoom out to see the full image in the preview. You can toggle the preview on and off, and you'll notice that it also updates in my image preview here. You can use the slider to adjust how blurry you want the image to be. And once you're happy with the results, you can say OK. What you'll notice over here in your layers menu is that the smart filter creates a new sublayer. This new sublayer is editable. So if I were to hide it, I still have my original photo that's readily available to edit. I can also take the smart filter and the blur that I added, and since they're separate, I can go ahead and click on it, and I can adjust the filter that's being applied to it. So if you have an image that you know that you might want to modify and adjust as you're going out, this smart filter is going to be a really great way to make changes that are not permanent to the image. So once you've experimented with these two different types of layer filters, take 2 different screenshots of your process and include them on your Leveling Up in Photoshop slides.